This one felt really good. That's 5 in a row, baby. Now, we were in control for most of that one. And of course, in the fourth quarter, we saw a push about midway through from the Wizards. But I have to talk about the man who helped us pull away from this one and helped us put this one in the bag for good. Our Jurassic's Raptor of the night, Frederico, Mr. Van Vlizzle himself, Fred VanVleet, with the clutch performance to help us seal this one out. You gotta love it. I'm not gonna lie, for a while there, since the preseason, and at times last year as well. And my boys who are super basketball nerds, like they're basketball heads just like myself. We all had this lingering fear behind the wall of faith that we've built for Freddie, that we just couldn't seem to shake. Since preseason, at times last year, I know we were losing last year, we were in Tampa, so it was very foggy, but when we saw him in preseason, we thought maybe he'll get his gears oiled up quicker, get himself ready to go in game shape, but he was just Brickatoss State. Straight from the preseason all the way up until the first few games of the season. And it wasn't until the beginning of this win streak where the real steady Freddie against Indiana on October 27th. And that was just a few days ago if you look at it. But you see, his play has been so solid throughout this win streak. After that game, to be honest with you, and throughout this win streak, Freddie was a huge factor in each W throughout it. This is why he is a leader. This is why he got paid the big bucks. I'm going to say this, that Fred VanVleet is the true leader of this team. He's our captain. It's his personality. It's his willingness to speak for the team, to take things upon himself. He looks personally defeated when our team loses. To be honest with you, I've seen it many times and it shows in his body language. Like I said in my previous videos, I'm a big reader of body language when it comes to basketball players, or anybody in general, to be honest with you. When you read his body language, he wears his heart on his sleeve, but it's subtle. If you know what I mean. Like, you know what he's feeling, but he's not going to act out about it. He's a true, mature professional. And in my opinion, he's the true leader, the true captain of the Toronto Raptors. Fred VanVleet is the true captain of the Toronto Raptors. It's his personality, it's his willingness to speak for the team, his ball IQ, his off-the-court ethics, his on-the-court ethics, the fact that he takes things upon himself, he takes responsibilities, not only in the community, but also on the court, to mentor players, to make them better. He looks personally defeated when our team loses, like I said. And once a player starts taking things personally, then his energy is set in motion, and that's why we call it emotion. And that energy is the vibe that we need for this team, where somebody takes it personally. Because I know we all do as Raptors fans. We take each win personally, each loss personally. We feel elated when we win. We feel miserable. We don't even want to look anything up about the Raptors on the night we lose. I used to be like that as well. But I'm not anymore, because this team, win or loss, has a direction. And the process that we're taking in order to get to the final destination that direction is taking us to, that trajectory is taking us to, it's looking like a very well-paved, very extremely dependable route, an extremely promising route. Masai Ujiri has well orchestrated this team from the top down, from the front office staff management to the coaching staff management to the players. He's made this team into a team that a city can be proud of. If somebody asks us, what is it that the Raptors do? We can tell them. Now we can tell them. The Raptors are the true definition of an actual team in today's NBA. We're a winning team that lacks that superstar talent that is always signed for them big bucks in all the other franchises in the NBA. Let's be honest. The way we're scouting players, the personalities we're scouting, that plays a big factor, a huge factor in not only the results we're anticipating to get from these players, but also a huge factor in the emotions that we're willing to invest. We all know Fred VanVleet himself was an underdog. Freddie knows what it means to have people doubt him. And after tonight's performance, I know I won't do that again. Because man's got the bag, and once man's get the bag, right, usually you either keep getting better or you become complacent. The latter of which I know is not in Fred's nature. Now I know. Because he's actually showing up despite having the bag for a whole summer. We've seen him in his Rari. I'm not sure if it was a Lambo or a Rari, but we've seen those pictures of Freddie. Sometimes you feel like, man, hopefully it doesn't get to his head and he don't stop training. And you don't just go eat Johnny's hamburgers or, go to Wendy's in the evening after the game. Hopefully he keeps himself fit. Hopefully he doesn't get distracted and keeps training. He's still hungry. Because remember, when someone is not hungry anymore, they don't crave food. When people have an abundance of food, they're not going to crave it as much. It's when you don't have it, it's when you're going and hunting and you are ready for it. It takes super discipline to get paid and continue to work with the same effort. And that's what Freddie is proving that he's actually, because he's gotten better and he's back to what we wanted him to be, what we anticipated him to be. He is, after all, the highest paid undrafted player in this league, in the league's history. And given his string of recent performances, like I said, seems like he is back on the trajectory we all expected him to be on this season, on his way to being an NBA All-Star. This was a fantastic win, and Freddie put us on his back. That's not to say that other Raptors did not have good nights. I'm going to get into the box score real quick here. I'll tell you one thing. OG Anunoby, he is consistent as hell right now. He is actually back on the trajectory that I anticipated, and many of us anticipated for him, because we all expect Freddie and OG to be in the running for All-Star, for the All-Star team, and Anunoby to be in the running for DPOY and the All-Star team. And now we might have Gary Trent Jr. in there as well, because this dude's like leading the league in steals. He had 3 tonight. Now OG's stat line was 21 points. He had a block. He had 3 steals, 5 rebounds. He had an offensive rebound in there as well. He had an assist. He was 9 of 20 from the field and 3 of 5 from 3. Great numbers from OG, great efficiency. And Van Vliet was 13 of 22. The man himself, Steady Freddy. 3 of 6, 3 of 6 from 3, 4 of 4 from the free throw line. And he had 6 assists, a steal, a block, and 33 points to go with it on a plus 15 for the night. I just read that stat line backwards for y'all, but hey, stats are stats. There you go. Numbers are numbers. Trying to get through these quick. Mihailuk, 15 points. I love what Mihailuk's doing. He's such a dog. He's so efficient from the field. I haven't seen him shoot badly even once. And he's definitely a big part of our rotation. I can see it right now, and I can see it moving forward into the future and into the playoffs as well. 15 points for him. A steal. He had 4 boards, one of them offensive, 5 of 6 from the free throw line. He had 6 free throws today. That's amazing he got to the line like that. 2 of 4 from 3-point range, 4 of 8 from the field. He had 35 minutes of play. That's the most, I think, a season high that he's played. I'm not 100% on that, so don't quote me on that one. I will double check though. Chris Boucher had 17 minutes tonight. He played all right, not too bad. He was visible. I noticed him. He had a couple offensive boards. He had 6 rebounds, 5 points. He was a +5 on the night. He did not have the worst of games in comparison to how he's been playing recently. Khem Birch continues to play really solid minutes for us off the bench. 22 minutes for Khem. 3 of 6 from the field. 3 of 4 from from the free throw. That would be amazing, from 3-point range. From the free throw line, 3 of 4. He had 3 offensive boards, 2 defensive boards, 5 rebounds in total, obviously. 2 assists, +10 on the night with 9 points. Line from Birch, that's what you want from your backup center, but your backup big. I don't even know if we have centers in this. We don't even have centers on this team. We're truly positionless. And we rebound insanely. It's truly beautiful. Imagine when we do get that center. It's going to be biblical. I can tell you that much. And quickly, I'll just rush through the top performer for Washington. It was Bradley Beal with 25 points, 7 assists. He had a steal, he had a block, and he had 7 boards, which is really good. So really good numbers from Bradley Beal. He was flirting with a triple-double there. 8 of 18 from the line, 2 of 5 from 3, 7 of 7. He did Bradley Beal things, right? And Montrezl Harrell had a really good night for Washington. I'm really glad I picked him up on one of my fantasy teams. 15 points, +12 from the field, +12 in the game. He 15 points, 10 boards, so that's a nice double-double from him. 3 blocks, that's really good. And he was 9 of 10 from the free throw. Oh, damn, he took 10 free throws. And 3 of 4 in 27 minutes. Really good production from Montrezl Harrell off the bench. I'm pretty sure he came off the bench for them. Or I'm pretty sure Gafford was the one who started. And that's pretty much it for the box score, guys. Overall, that's 5 in a row, baby. I'm cutting this one short. Usually I have a little bit more to blab about, but I will let you know that Scottie Barnes, I made a mix on him recently. I just posted it not long ago. I didn't see many on YouTube about Scottie Barnes, so there's a Scottie Barnes Raptors plays so far mix if y'all want to check that out. And yeah, thank you everybody for all your support. It's been great seeing the views going up and the engagement going up. It really helps out with the algorithm and helping our channel get pushed out to more viewers. And if you're new, please hit that subscribe button. It really does help us out again. And of course, we love creating Raptors content for you. This is Jurassics. My name is Ali. And once again, It's a pleasure making content for y'all.